I'm Emin Özmen, documentary photographer. I have been working in Venezuela and in Colombia, and now I'm in Oslo to present this work. I worked in difficult places like war zone, conflict, protests. Sometimes it can be difficult too. And when I was going to Venezuela at the time, there was a lot of protests happening in the street. But the level of security when I'm on the street as a photographer, I never felt it in any other place in the world. We see in this picture there are people making t-shirts as a mask because they don't want to be identified during the protest. They're afraid after the protest that it can cause trouble for them. They believe Maduro was not the winner of the election and they are protesting for that. I wanted to go in different parts of the city and meet with people to understand better how they survive, how is their daily life. It's a very popular neighborhood in the west of Caracas. It's called 23rd January. It's where the big uprising started in '58 to overthrow the regime at the time. This young man, he was just looking at the beautiful view of Caracas, the city, and dreaming I don't know what, but for me it speaks, he speaks to his future maybe, or wishes. I can't stand with injustice. I feel by documenting it, I'm taking my right place and trying to be part of the change. We are in a hospital in Caracas. In this one, when I entered in this corridor, there was a lot of people on the beds, waiting for a doctor, waiting for services. This lady too, sitting there in a dark corridor, waiting for a doctor. I had only a few minutes to document the situation inside, and it was not possible after. I felt bad, of course. I can't help them, but by photographing at least I can tell what's happening there. Because today it's not easy to even travel to Venezuela. It's more difficult than 2019 now. I wanted to go back to Venezuela to meet with a young generation of Venezuelans. But my contacts there told me that's definitely not a good idea to come back to Venezuela for me. Today, the level of the crime rates, the inflation, shortage at the food, medicine, and other essential services are forcing millions of people to flee their country. And I recently traveled to Colombia to meet with these people who fled their country, to ask them what was the reasons forcing them to flee. Today there's 8 million people, 8 million Venezuelans living around the globe, and 3 million of them are in Colombia, taking shelter, trying to build a life. I wanted to meet specifically with young people called as Generation Z. They are the future of Venezuela, so I think their opinions, their thoughts, their stories are important. Well, they are smuggling things from Colombia to Venezuela. It can be electronics, it can be food, they don't know what's it, but most of the time these are the things they carry. And on the return, they are bringing recycling materials from Venezuela to Colombia because it doesn't make any money in Venezuela, but they can sell it in Colombia. A month before, he was trying to sell gas for people so they can use in their kitchen, but he burned his hands. You can see in this picture, his hands were burned. And so he decided to leave selling gas, and he was smuggling at the time when I met with him. They want to live, what they earn from this job, it's from this thing he's carrying with him he's earning less than $10. Before democracy, they have to figure out how to live, how to survive. They have to run for food, they have to find money, they have to finish their education as soon as possible so they can leave their country and find where they can reach their goals and dreams.